very pleased to have this opportunity to speak with you, the young people in the Archdiocese of Adelaide. I'm aware that the world in which I lived as a young adult is very different from the world in which you live today. Many of you are much more mobile than my generation ever was. You travel freely and you communicate without boundaries. You combine study and work, and you move in and out of new work options with ease. Technology is a natural tool for you, and your local communities are also your global communities. Life is fast, adventurous, and filled with possibilities.
The saying, "You matter absolutely," means to me that young people like myself can have a positive influence in the future, and the work that I do with my peers will make the future a better place.
Absolutely is very important to me to make sure that I have time for myself.
Working with students these days, each one of their lives is valuable, so it's important to reassure them and affirm them that what they do is valuable.
A sense that each person, each human being that we count within a community, within the wider community, the smaller community, have their right to exist happily and safely, to feel as though they have a voice and that their input into the world is special and is important.
I think "You Matter Absolutely" was the essential message that Jesus was trying to convey, and I think therefore in turn should be the core message that the Catholic Church promotes in everything that they do.
Making sure that I have a balanced life, because lots of time life gets busy and you put yourself last, especially when you're giving to others and you're in a demanding job that is thinking how you can benefit others.
You matter absolutely means that no matter what race, religion, culture that you are from, that you are important no matter what. And I think that if that was promoted by everyone, the world would be a better place.
They matter absolutely. It's certainly something that needs to be taught to every student, every child, every adult even so.
Yet in all this pace of change and movement, some things remain constant. The ways in which you gather and connect show me that relationships are essential in your lives.
Good, strong, positive friendships and loving, supportive family relationships are essential for well-being and growth, and you know this. Your families remain your first experience of love and faith and learning. They continue to love and support, and you continue to grow. Also recognise that as human beings, our relationships with others are complex, sometimes challenging, and sometimes frustrating. There are some young people who struggle with how they can make a difference or a significant contribution to this world, and those who struggle with a sense of meaning and belonging. In all of this, we're not meant to be left alone. At the core of the meaning of our lives, we have a God who loves us unconditionally. To God, you matter absolutely.
We are born to be in relationship with others and with our God. I know that as young people you have a great capacity for friendship, and this is shown in your gatherings and in the ways in which you care so generously for one another.
I've always known that where young people gather, there is an increased level of energy, of talk and of laughter, of inclusion and of music and joy.
You are a powerful force for good in our church and in our world. You are a source of great hope, and you matter absolutely. I'm very aware that yours is the generation which connects freely across the globe. The world is literally at your fingertips, and technology is your tool. It is part of your daily lives and your daily conversations. For you, the use of internet, Twitter and Facebook Email and mobile phones seems to be as natural as breathing.
We know that it is possible to use this technology in a very positive way. We can break relationships or we can strengthen them. We can use technology to invite, to challenge, to question, to share, to celebrate, to pray, and to call to action. It can be transformative.
I've always believed that young people are leaders with something to offer. Your participation and your leadership may look different, but it is effective and needed. You've had wonderful opportunities in your schools to experience the role of leadership, and these are skills that you take with you well beyond the years of your schooling. You and your leadership are important in our church and its mission and work today.
You matter absolutely, for you bring diversity and creativity, and your energy provides a new perspective.
All this brings the possibility of change and renewal. Through you as young leaders, we have a greater chance of strengthening our connections with young people right across our archdiocese.
I'm realistic about this work that needs to be done, the work that needs to be done to rebuild connections and to bring our young people into a church that welcomes them as they are.
And when I look at the involvement and potential of our young leaders, I'm filled with hope. In your roles as leaders, you may encounter the opportunity to work with a significant adult or mentor. Such mentors can be wisdom people in your life, so value them and learn from them, for in turn you are called to help to shape and form the next leaders who will follow you. This is part of our ongoing renewal as church, and you have an important role to play in this.
I volunteer in 2 associations. I volunteer for the South Australian Lasallian team and for St Vincent de Paul Youth Group, and both organisations involve working with young children.
I volunteer with St Vinny's Youth, so the youth group of St Vincent de Paul Society South Australia. I do this because I have a passion for making change in my community, whether it's the small community or the larger community.
Okay, so the volunteering that I do is with refugee tutoring. I do some work with Vinny's home visitations. I do some work with YCS, which is a social justice high school organisation that is aimed to form active Christian leaders.
I spent 10 months working in an Aboriginal community in northern Western Australia, a place called Baugo. Whilst there I was working in school as a teacher's assistant, working one-on-one with a lot of students who had a lot of learning difficulties.
I think that volunteering is an important part of not only being a young person but being a person, because we need to keep active and contribute to making the community that we live in great.
And through my volunteer work, I can change a life in some small way.
I did it just because it was something that I thought I'd get a lot out of, and not only was I helping others, and particularly the least fortunate, but I was also learning a lot about myself at the time as well.
I value and appreciate your commitment to social justice. You live your faith in the ways in which you accept diversity and find new ways of connection and respond to need. I acknowledge your outreach programs, and I value your balance of strength and compassion. You know that the personal invitation is always most effective, and as young people you know how to be inclusive and to welcome and gather others.
I thank you also for your understanding the dignity and worth of each person whom you encounter. This is particularly important for those who are new to our shores. I affirm your commitment to social justice and am thankful for this.
In the way Jesus treated people and challenged injustices, he showed us that people matter absolutely. You too view the world with clarity, and you look with eyes that see when injustice is done. Your responses are visible in your work and volunteering and in your groups and programs, and social justice is a lived reality. I urge you to be vigilant throughout your lives and to continue to respond whenever an injustice is done. We're called to be people of action, no matter what our age may be, for our faith is not passive.
It challenges us and is embedded in who we are and in what we do. It gives us life and brings us into a closer relationship with God.
I want you to know that I value you. I'm committed to continually looking for ways in which we can be authentic in our dialogue, and my desire is to listen to as many young people as possible and to hear what you say. Our dialogue needs to be ongoing. I hope that you are surrounded by communities of families and friends and services where you feel you can openly discuss your faith and live out your faith in the reality of your lives. I thank you for your energy and commitment, for your social justice action, your faithfulness, your voices and your presence. I pray that together we will strengthen our communities in groups and in homes and parishes. And I am committed to providing opportunities for young people to participate in the life, faith and mission of the Church. This may include further opportunities for engagement and participation in liturgy, music, reflective practices, social gatherings, leadership formations and programs for social justice. I look forward to these future opportunities to be with you. I keep you in my prayers daily, and I thank you and bless you. Remember, you matter absolutely.